Hi Leo, I love you, honey. So this is gonna be for the zodiac sign of Leo. This is a Leo channel, and I appreciate you guys. I love you, honey. Let's see. We're gonna do a Celtic. We're gonna shuffle it. What can Leo know? Let's see. Holy angels, Holy spirits, to the divine above, angels and ancestor gods. What can Leo know? Get the Ace of Pentacles, 10 Wands, Challenge, Star, Aquarius energy. Ooh, Foundation, 5 Cups, 6 Pentacles. That leaves 1 Pentacle that doesn't have a cup of love yet. Ooh. Five emotional relationships started with the cup and no coaster. The relationship or something's about to start for you comes with the coaster first. Yeah, it's heavy. Heavy. Recent past. Struggling. 5 Pentacles. King of Wands and the Emperor. This is a masculine. He struggled with not wanting to be alone. Didn't want to be, literally, like physically. He don't like to be anywhere by himself. The King of Wands again, and the 5 Pentacles again. So it wants us to clarify it. Let's do it. He just doesn't want to be alone. Interesting. Just sleep with the light on. You know what I mean? Sleep with the light on. Oh gosh. Top of your spread, Leo. Knight of Swords, Gemini. 2 Pentacles. Somebody could be coming back in argument. You better be careful. Better be careful how you rush in. Because what's coming in for the reading is the World and the 8 Swords. Ooh. Your internal, oh my gosh, you got the Queen and the King of Wands. Ace of Swords, Queen of Wands. Well. Well. 8 Swords, Ace of Swords. This Queen of Wands is causing the King of Wands a lot of stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. Something's weighing very heavy. Let's see. External of the Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords. Fool. Oh, look. Spiritual freedom. Spiritually free. They're free from a spiritual lesson. Oh, look at that. Your advice is you're happy, independent, self-assured, confident, and single. Look at that. Finding peace independently. Damn. Potential outcome. You have the King of Cups. Could be a Scorpio or a masculine water sign or a masculine starting to love himself. 4 Wands. Could be a twin. 4 Wands is a happy life, happy home. Even the dog eats good. The 4 of Wands, they have no children, no responsibilities. Karmic debt paid in full. Look at that. Hierophant, High Priestess in this reading. Intuitive discrepancy. Masculine following through immaturely with the cycle to spiritually justify what he didn't know. A wish fulfillment to communicate a hold to plan and prepare, foresight, taking one's time to successfully initiate this long-term contract from the start without supporting the past. A new perspective of interest through emotional thought, thinking of a soulmate. This masculine is tired of thinking. Done. Then you have the Chariot. Leaving it. Out of this bundle, let's see where the feminine and the masculine is right now. Leo. Where's the divine feminine? 4 cups. 7 swords. What's the 7 swords? 6 wands. A successful recognition behind the scenes challenge. There you go. The feminine could be ignoring the Ace of Cups because of the discrepancy, the sneaking around, the lying, cheating, stealing. She doesn't trust it until she knows it's coming from the divine. The masculine, however, he's in the 9 swords. Heartbroken. So you have 4 cups, 7 swords. You put 4 swords in 4 of those cups, that's going to leave the 3 cups. But it added 2 more to the 9 swords. Something he didn't see coming. Page of Cups. 2 swords. He's going to be this masculine's going to be telling someone, or they have told someone, they're like, sorry, but I didn't know. What didn't they know? And it's going to cause a tower. I mean, they have 12 swords right there. What didn't this masculine know? That Page of Wands, the initiation of an interest, passion, communication, quickly communicating to a soulmate, justice, a justified soulmate, spiritually balanced soulmate, to be able to call for judgment long term. This masculine, they know they're going to be judged because of what they followed through with. Whatever they followed through with, they know it's their judgment, because what caused them to get this sort of judgment? Whatever they said to you and left. Even if you guys are talking today, there's something that this person didn't, there's something that they never told you. And to be able to tell you now, they have to get spiritual clearance. There's something they have to free themselves from. So let's see what it is. Where your reading's going to start, my love, is the 10 Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. You know, all aces are a blessing from the divine, but this one's coming with responsibility. This contract carries a lot of passionate, interesting responsibility, sexual responsibility. And you know it, because you got 2 fire signs here. King and the Queen of Wands. Your fire signs, for Christ's sake. As long as you can level each other up. That's what the 2 Pentacles is. To level each other up, you might actually have an argument first. Woo, we're going to come in and flip each other around a couple times. Could be someone you used to wrestle with. $11, 12 years times 2, that'd be 24 years in love. There's the Ace of Swords and the Hangman. Don't let the heart that don't love you keep you from the one that will. So what's weighing heavy? What's actually in the 10 Wands? That communication. The truth is out. It's what they didn't say. It's not what they said. It's what they didn't say. That's why they have to plan a foresight to take a risk. Well, what kind of foresight are they planning? Planning and preparing to be free. Spiritually. Ooh. 9 Cups. A wish fulfillment to rebuild. Wish fulfillment to acknowledge where they're going. That's the Chariot that come at the bottom of this bundle. Tower. Whatever they're leaving behind, when this person leaves, the foundation will crumble quick. It's like holding up the foundation of 11 people. Let's see, where's the Divine Feminine? 10 Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Where's this reading going to start? 10 Wands, Ace of Pentacles. 10 Wands, 10 Cups. Okay, so we have the Chariot and 10 Cups here. There's something that they trying to say, I'm sorry, but without the truth is leaving, initiating successfully, no longer supporting the money. You know why? Because it's gone. You know where it went? The moon is those hidden illusions. Thing that happens behind the scenes when you get too busy not to check up on it. Interesting. You know how like some say your wife, your husband calls, say, hey honey, can I buy this thing on website? Yeah, go ahead, but you're too busy to ask how much it was. You get home and it's $2,500,000. You know what I mean? You're broke. You have no more life savings. You're gonna be lucky you got bread next week. Are you gonna take it back? Somebody is really, really pissed off. Negatively arguing. But to argue about negative things in the past is sometimes a good way to release it. Something's bothering you when you get together with the person after you haven't seen each other for a while. You got questions, especially when you're a Leo. A Leo can remember things 20 years ago like it was yesterday. And if it's something that they knew that was important, they're going to write it down. They're going to know what time of day it is. Yeah, and if you still got the phone number, they're going to be like, check your phone. Go back and look at the message. You understand what I'm saying? Leo comes with evidence. If Leo thinks that something's been done against them, they come with evidence. So I'm going to keep shuffling because I would like to know 10 Wands, 10 Cups, okay? 10 is completion. And for this reading to start out with 2 10s, this is family responsibility ending. You know, the kids are grown. No longer needing to buy diapers. Another freaking 10. Feeling defeated, depleted, stabbed in the back, lied to, betrayed. King of Wands. Wow. The only 10 we're missing is that 10 Pentacles here. Let me show you what it come out behind it. Look, you got 10 Pentacles, 10 Swords here with the Moon. Remember? Look, Strength card and the Empress. That's what was hid. That's what's hidden behind the abundance. But the 10 Pentacles, you got 6 Pentacles, 5 Pentacles. That's 11 Pentacles. That's one too many. So instead, one of you is going to drop off one contract, the other one's going to drop off another contract, and that's what's going to make it 9. Both of you are going to be happy, independent, self-sure, confident, and single. That way, when you get back together, you're not going to worry about anybody else. This is a power couple. You got the King of Wands in the past and the Queen of Wands in the internal energy. We're reading for fire energy. Where is the masculine when it comes to the 10 wands? Oh, High Priestess. His intuition's open and the devil knows it. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. That's the problem here. This masculine, he's getting to the point in his life where leaving behind the Queen of Swords is a challenge to manifest a transformation. Clearly, here's the Ace of Swords. Look at that. Look. Clarifying the devil. That's a karmic soulmate. Strength card. Blocking Leo energy. The Queen of Cups. A new perspective of deception needs to be justified and held. Somebody's going to be held accountable. Justice. Don't ever correct on earth what needs to be corrected in heaven, my love. Six of Pentacles is the earthly level. When justice steps in, ain't nothing a human can do about it. This masculine knows who his spiritual love is. High Priestess, sitting back and observing, not speaking up much. Ace of Cups. And then the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands is in your internal. Love come before truth here. After 3 tens. Coming together with the Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, to see clearly their destiny. So they had to come together. That's the King of Cups and the outcome. Had to come together with the female water sign, Queen of Swords. She's wearing a mask. Star. Yep, and that's what they know. Hope, faith, balance, renewal of a situation. Could be healing addictions. What is the devil and the star energy here in this reading is a challenge. Two Pentacles in reverse, 4 Pentacles reverse, and Judgment. They misjudge, stressing about where they're going next peacefully. No one dang good and well wasn't supposed to be there. What's the devil energy? Look at that, the Queen of Wands, 10 wands. You carry a burden on the devil's soul. Oh, you're weighing heavy on the dark side. You know why? Because you've healed. And you have a person here that has watched you heal. And they're like, damn, I thought I had it bad. Oh, gosh. Well, let's keep going. In the foundation, reason why it's all happening, the 6 of Pentacles and the 5 Cups. That's 1 Pentacle over 5 Cups. You know, there's an extra coaster. And it's that Pentacle right there. It's over here with the Queen of Wands. Aries energy or feminine fire sign. It's carrying too much. Queen of Swords, 7 swords. Making amends with the Queen of Swords. Oh, gosh. And see, the Queen of Swords is the opposite of the Queen of Wands. So let's clarify it like this. What is the 6 of Pentacles and the 5 Cups for the Divine Feminine? Leo. Seven Pentacles, King of Swords. She knows in divine timing the masculine's going to start making some smart decisions, calling for judgment. She made a final and firm decision. This offer, yeah, the masculine will reconsider. She knows he'll reconsider. She knows he will. He just didn't know everything then. She says when he finds out, he's going to be surprised. Yeah, he is, honey. Where's the feminine in the 6 Pentacles and the 5 Cups today? Queen of Cups. She has been through an emotional transformation. Cancer and Scorpio energy here. The Death card, the Scorpio energy, it's not an easy energy to connect to. It's a very forceful. She could have actually ended it because of There's another woman. Who's the Queen of Cups? Yep. She ended it because there's another woman. She gained a new interest. She didn't allow the temptation to take over her too. They didn't lure her in. Where's the divine masculine? 6 Pentacles, 5 Cups. Masculine. He's releasing the confusion because of that Ace of Wands was in reverse. Remember earlier, come out with the Queen of Swords? False interest. Not caring about one's peace being challenged through jealousy and conflict for about 7 years. That's the 6 Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the 7th year. And then the 5 and 7 is 7 years. So this person could have actually, somebody here paid like 14 years of karma. And then it's going to take you 2 years to get back on your feet after you tell everybody, fuck off. And then you're going to be in 9 Pentacles. You're going to get your 7 years and your 2 Pentacles, which is another 2 years that you paid. And you're going to be independent healer. Wow. Masculine. 5 Pentacles in reverse. The reason why it's not happened, feeling left out in the cold and not enough, that's in reverse here. Maybe he only committed to this because he doesn't like to be alone. King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Now you got 5 coasters, 5 cups. There's 1 pentacle that the 5 pentacles has to go. Can't have 6 pentacles. To earthly level. That's what's being reconsidered. Emperor. Damn. To get that 1 pentacle, I mean, you got 3 tens there. 10, 10, 10. The only 10 that's missing is the 10 pentacles. Let's see where it's going to come out at. And see, here's the other 10 here. 5 pentacles, 5 pentacles, King of Cups, King of Wands, Leo and Scorpio energy. This is a masculine learning how to love himself where he can see where his throne's at, and then his passionate side open up alone. You know, when he feels left out in the cold, not enough, he needs to go within himself. Knight of Cups in reverse, he needs not to be trusting his friends. He has untrustworthy friends. Yeah, that's looking for him. Judgment. Prepare for judgment. A four-sided judgment for a soulmate struggle. That's what they are right there. They're just people that's brought in like rubber bands, like slingshotted in to change your... to see what you're going to do. Yeah, boom shakalaka. A shocking revelation of interest of a soulmate feminine. Wow. That come out quick, didn't it? Wanting to shockingly reunite with a soulmate feminine. The sun, the enlightenment through strength, courage, power, wisdom, self-love, self-care, self-attainment, without support, finding peace in the contract. At the top of your spread, you got 2 pentacles and the Knight of Swords. There's going to be an ultimatum given here. And it's going to be a stern, quick ultimatum. 2 pentacles, struggling, juggling, going back and forth, wandering, busy arguing. Where's the divine feminine? Oh my gosh. So I guess we should have clarified divine feminine fire sign. Well, there's the divine feminine that's connected to the masculine right there. It's going back to argue, waiting for the right time at the crossroads. Temperance, find peace. Sagittarius energy. Find peace and interest. All right, so This could have been a long, 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 long time ago. This masculine, whenever his heart was broken, whenever he felt alone, he would just go have sex with someone. He fixed his loneliness for sex. And that's what needs to be justified because of the emotional confusion, daydreaming, night thinking, seeing the bigger picture. Spiritual justice. That's the confusion that's going to be spiritually balanced. 6 Pentacles, the minor arcana for justice. 5 Cups, 7 Cups. What's that going to leave? 2 Cups. So this masculine is justifying confusion. He justifies what he's going to justify his confusion by what the argument with this Queen of Swords is going to be about. It's something he wants to say to see what the response will be. Yeah, to focus on his behind the scenes argument. Yeah. It's a powerful focus. So who is the Devil and the Queen of Swords? The moon. It's hidden in the world until the cycle ends in divine timing, judgment, and protection. Okay. So where's the divine feminine Leo up there with that 2 Pentacles and the Knight of Swords? 6 Pentacles. Equal give and take in the blockage. Worried about the enlightenment when it starts. Leo is saying, well, we're just getting started. That's the Page of Pentacles. Leo doesn't want a Ace of Pentacles right off the bat. You're going to have to prove to Leo you deserve that big ass pentacle. Until then, the feminine's going to give you a page. Yeah, come out again. Yeah, it needs to be reflected on. Soul searching. Starts out fresh until it's reflected on. Until the star is found. Till all of these addictions, all of these temptations are healed. Whether it's just... Some people have an addiction of shopping. Some people... It's just different things. Whatever the devil is, it's just temptation that the dark side has brought on man. That's what has to be enlightened. The candle has been lit here. That's what the star is. What's coming in for this reading is the Ace of Swords and the World. World's the last card of tarot, okay? The Fool over here is the first. The World is ending a cycle. That's ending any cycle that is causing confusion. And there you go. Look at that. Somebody's about to end the cycle that's causing confusion so they can lock in this truth. And by what I'm talking about, lock in the truth, look, literally. They want to lock in the truth. They want one sword to cut out 8 lies. And there's the World again. I told you they want to lock it straight in and protect it. Ha! Yes, the Page of Wands, the initiation of interest. And you don't know. They're really, really interested. They look at you as truly being their destiny. Let's do it. What is the external person toward Leo right here? A new perspective of a soulmate because of all those swords. The Empress confused, the abundance. Look at that, unemotionally fulfilled. That's the other 10 Pentacles. Waiting for the right time to find peace and contentment in that contract, to bring peace to the contract. But struggling on the level of secret, hidden tower. Your person wants to bring the tower, or there's some sort of tower that's about to happen. And they're saying that's what's going to bring everything out in the open. How's it? Let's see. What's it going to bring in the open? The Hermit. It's going to cause one of you to go into seclusion. And see, in the Hermit, you have the lantern there, which carries the star. The Fool. This person's about to go into seclusion and free themselves from any attachment that has ever leached onto them. You know why? Because you've proved yourself. You got the Queen of Wands here and the Ace of Swords. That's what's weighing heavy on the devil here is the truth. You carry nothing but spiritual truth, spiritual healing. You also carry something that, on the Queen of Wands here, Black Cat, you carry something that's connected to their realm. There's nothing they can fucking do to you. Their grandparents would tell them, don't you cross that gate. 6 Pentacles, leveling, the Sun. Yes. Equal give and take and spiritual enlightenment, my love. So your internal energy, the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This is also where you're pretty confident on what the truth really is. I'm going to say you're manifesting a contract to come together and come forward. Yeah, with that abundance. You're like, let's go. You know where the other 10 is? It's legacy. And it's on you. So let's clarify the 10 Pentacles. What is in the legacy? That's the offer. That's the offer that's been held back at the crossroads. The Sun, blocked from being enlightened on abundance, honey. It's almost like you see the Ace of Pentacle and the 9 Pentacle. That's going to be 10 Pentacles. You got to be happy, independent, self-assured, confident, single when you get together. And then, or before you get together, then when you get together, it's going to turn into nothing but cornucopia for both. Your external energy, it looks like they are trying to get some spiritual clearance. It's the first card of tarot with the divine himself, the Hierophant. Spiritual lessons, spiritual blessings, spiritual freedom. They're trying to spiritually free themselves from the stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights of this other woman. That's the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy at the crossroads, because it's blocking them from being comfortable. It's blocking them from this 4 Wands. You could be actually connecting to this person in water energy. Check your rising sign. Cancer or Scorpio. Unemotionally fulfilled, sad, communicating in divine timing. King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a masculine that knows that he knows what's coming. To be able to be spiritually free, he has to be comfortable with what he doesn't see and what he doesn't know about the Queen of Pentacles in distress. She's worried about what's not. He's trying to block the Tower moment from this Queen of Pentacles. How's he going to do that? It's a challenge to reconsider. This is 2 5s, a mental challenge of interest to reflect. This masculine here is the one that's about to go into seclusion. He's going to look for the star. What kind of truth is he going to see? It's looking for spiritual truth. What he's going to see. He started about he shouldn't trust. Yes. The initiation of a contract with 7 lies. That's a lot of interference. 7 swords. What's the 7 swords? The Emperor, 8 swords. Yeah, 8 swords, Ace of Swords. Look at that. Divinely guided heartbreak. He broke his own heart. Your external person could also just been freed from a damsel in distress. It was a spiritual blockage for the King of Swords in reverse. Masculine wasn't making smart decisions when he was communicating without emotion while successfully recognizing the level was going to be a struggle in the past. He followed through even though he held back the initiation to focus on spiritual enlightenment. He knew that he should have done it, but he didn't do it. And he went somewhere else, something that was more easy. Could have happened up to 9 years ago. What needs to happen right now? Need to bring peace and contentment to yourselves. It's independent healing. The divine understands that both of you may be interested in initiating this offer. But one of you need to have some time alone first, Sagittarius energy and Virgo, so you can reflect on the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Can't go straight in like you used to. The trust with Leo and the touch of a hand has to be proved first. They don't want your hands on them if you touch someone this morning. That ain't happening. It'll actually bring peace to both of you to know that neither one of you is doing that, especially if you're fire signs. Fire signs are territorial. They're not jealous. They're territorial. They'll say something or take action and ask questions later. Even if it's when they're being let out of jail 12 hours later, you know. It's the path of... That's why this path of interest is blocked. Woo. In the outcome, you have the Four of Wands and the King of Cups. So Scorpio, happy life, happy home. Even the dog eats good. A masculine, emotionally balanced. There's your Seven Pentacles was in reverse. Boom shakalaka. He's no longer investing in this home. He's no longer investing. It's a wish fulfillment of a challenge. Wishing a motherfucker would. And he's going to block every cycle that comes in. He's testing the people that he's been around. That King of Cups is testing people. He's no longer assessing the investments of a comfortable home. At a point to where he has nothing to lose and everything to gain. Where's the Divine Feminine Leo here? Hangman and the Eight Pentacles in reverse. Without focus, without support. Without focus, with support, no peace, no struggle. She says, the less I know, the better off I am. And she kept that all minor arcanas. What is the Tower? Boom shakalaka. There it is. Two Pentacles. You see the Two Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Swords and the Devil? And here's the Eight Swords. So, where's the fire energy in the outcome? Somebody's worried. It's like a mental struggle. They're worried about enlightenment on deception. Oh, there's a Queen of Swords that is worried about the King of Cups finding the truth out. That's Seven Swords in reverse with the Eight Swords. That's going to leave the Ace of Swords. Where does that go? It goes with the Queen of Wands, indeed. True communication. Finding truth out of whatever's been said. This Queen of Swords is worried about the true pair talking. She knows once the true pair talks, yeah, she's trying to interfere with the star. Devil, the star, Seven Swords, the star. That's 7 lies. It's like, I'm sorry, but here's the truth. Every little contract that was started was deceptive. There were 7 small contracts. And to be able to focus, needed to get a different perspective on where the support was coming from. So it's what they did. They took a risk without knowing the truth. They actually took a risk because the truth was hidden. Which brought 5 Swords, 5 Cups, 6 Pentacles. And what that leave? 1 Ace of Pentacles. What was the interference? The interest of jealousy. Someone tried to make you jealous. They're trying to make you jealous. Yeah. That's the argument that's going to rebuild the foundation, my love. Well, how's that? I'm wishing a motherfucker would. It's a wish fulfillment to heal, to find peace and contentment. Emotionally content and to find peace and contentment. Judgment will be called. That breaker 19, calling on the divine. Father, can you hear me? The final firm judgment is going to come because of the Five of Cups. That was the spiritual lesson. Not loving oneself enough. Not understanding that they deserve to be loved too. That's the King of Cups. Emotionally ascending because of jealousy. Somebody tried to make you jealous. And instead, they leveled without recognizing it's a battle that they shouldn't have never picked up. It's unrecognizable protection. They don't know what they're doing. What is your ancestors going to do to this person that challenged your spiritual realm, that called judgment on you because you are so spiritual? And this is an external person of you and your person. What is your ancestors going to... That's the emotional confusion of interest. It's going to bring a new idea. This emotional confusion is going to be justified through a brand new idea. They're going to be looking to see what the hold-up is. Curious of holding that wish fulfillment to judgment. Yeah, your ancestors are going to hold this motherfucker to their word. See you later, rotten tater. Don't want no more. Queen of Cups. Who's this Queen of Cups? It's two Cancer energies. Leaving the Queen of Cups because to apologize to the lover. Divine union. Yes, you will. Because it's going to be justice that you're not going to recognize until it hits you in the fucking face. It's like, I'm sorry, this lover, Queen of Cups, she's got to go. Or she has to be left behind. Why does the Queen of Cups not deserve Leo's person? Let's see. The Queen of Pentacles, she's the other woman. Okay, well, what's in the Magician? Yeah. Manifesting to justify the blockage. So the other woman's actually manifesting to justify the blockage. The other woman's actually going to release this person. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boom shakalaka. Working together with the Tower to successfully recognize public recognition of seclusion, reflecting, mind, body, and soul searching. The masculine, he is in strategic thought of where his support system is when he communicates to people in the past. He's trying to find out who he has and who he does not have anymore. He might even end up walking away from family altogether. Yeah, to come back together with his feminine. He's waiting for the perfect time to shoot a passionate message. He don't want to tell her until he's ready to come forward, because he sees her like she's not waiting. Once he connects to her, he has to stay connected. He's got to clean up some stuff. I love you guys. Ciao.